What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Hanging with the House Rights. I got a call from one of my customers today. They got a new farm, and there's some grain bins on there, so harvest is almost, well, it's kind of slowly starting, but it won't be long, it'll be full swing. So I'm guessing he wants to use these grain bins, so he wanted to know if I'd knock it down. I got a head start on it before lunch, and when I first looked at it, it didn't look that tall, so I didn't think about videoing it. But after getting out there, the grass was so tall that it's laid down, and it's thick, and it's a load on the old Exmark. So I grabbed the cameras. I had to grab the trimmer anyway because he decided he wanted to trim around the grain bin. So we're heading back out and finish it up. I'll take some video of it and show you how I've been doing it and why I think it's the best way. And yeah, stay tuned. Alright, we made it out here. I'm gonna get the lawnmower unloaded, get the camera set up, make some passes. So, as you can see, what I'm doing here is we got the wind coming out of the west. So I'm going east and west, so this grass is so tall and thick that it'd just be blowing all over you if you went north and south. So I'm making a pass down, cutting the thick stuff, then I'm shooting straight back in the same track or path that I went in, because I want to get a clean cut for when I make my next pass and blow the grass back over into it. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Sometimes I do it different ways, just depends on the final look we want and the wind, and but this seems to be working pretty good. I think that I will go over the front a third time. I'm gonna let this grass dry out, so that way when I hit it the third time, it'll really just mulch it up into death. So I'm gonna keep going, take some more video. You can watch the progress. center of the blades are, it just kind of swirls it around. And that's why I'm going, I knew I was gonna have to go back over it twice, but that's why I'm doing it this way. So when I go back over the second time, there is no dead grass on top, and it'll do a way better job of cutting it. Alright, we got her mowed. We went over it twice. You can still, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but there's a lot of grass laying on top. I'm gonna trim now and let this grass that's on top, let the sun dry it out, and then when I get done trimming, it should mulch up pretty good. For some reason this trimmer did not run right, so I'm gonna go grab the other one. Alright, that's a wrap on trimming. I got 3 grain bins here. We went around all of them. Found one wire. That was about the only thing. Actually, I found a looked like a small electrical wire, and then we found some baling wire. I wrapped the baling wire around the trimmer head, which was fun. I really don't have any tools out here, but we got her unwound. I don't know if that took long enough for this grass to dry out, but I'm gonna try to go over it again for the 3rd time and see how it mulches up. So far it's working pretty good. As you can see, the wind's coming out of the west to the east. So I'm gonna start on the east and work my way west, which when I'm blowing it out to where I've already been, it's gonna just let it fly and spread out real good. But the bad part is when I'm coming back, it's gonna be blowing it right into the wind. So this is the bad part about this. It gets it all over you, but it'll make it look really nice when we're done. All right, it's looking 100 times better than when we started. I'm gonna go over just a little bit more of it for the third time. Then I'm gonna run around the grain bins, mulch up all the tall stuff that I trimmed, and then we'll get the blower, finish it up. Not too bad for, let's see, I don't know, it's getting into the second week in September, and it hadn't been mowed all year, so. Exmark Stihl did the job. All you gotta do is put in the work. What a dusty mess. It is getting super dry here in the Midwest, but we're back at the house. I'm gonna get these lawnmowers unloaded and I'm gonna get a shower. It ended up taking couple hours, 2.5 hours maybe to do that job. I'll have to check, but yeah, usually something like that when it's super tall, I usually won't mow it just because I've been stuck a couple times before, but this one we do 4 other properties for them. I've been mowing for them for a long time, know them, real good people, so went ahead and did the job. Something like that I just charge by the hour because I have no idea how long it might take. So anywho, if you got any questions, leave them down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and once again, thanks for hanging out with us.